If you are hungry for more confidence to get the results that you want in life, and you're relying solely on motivational and mindset input to get you there, I got news for you. All of that, the books, the podcasts, the YouTube videos, the mantras, the affirmations, it's all going to give you a great jolt that might pull you through in the moment, give you a one-off win. But sustaining confidence is a whole different game. That only comes from stepping into your discomfort zone, the place that stretches you. And in this video, I'm going to show you that zone where real lasting confidence is born. And I'm going to have you step into the role of Goldilocks. You know, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears fairy tale. And I'm going to give you the clarity that you need, especially for good girls going bold, so that you can step into and sustain a confident presence wherever you want. You ready? Let's go. Hey, I'm Jen Silbert, founder of Good Girl Gone Bold, where I help women like you unlearn the programming that keeps you hiding and playing small to unapologetically step into your next gen bold identity. I'm also a certified confidence coach, so this topic of confidence is near and dear to me, and I've spent many years debunking a lot of the noise out there about what it takes to get confident. And if you have ever wondered why your confidence disappears the moment that you hit a challenge, here is why. Affirmations do not equal ability. Sustainable confidence is built on evidence. The proof that your nervous system needs, because every time you step into a new situation, that nervous system is collecting data. And anytime you try something a little out of your comfort zone and you survive it, check. It's keeping it down there in your memory bank so that you can use it each time you continue to stretch. Confidence lives in action and not in theory and not in fluff. And there's definitely a lot of fluff out there. And what I want you to do is think of it like three rings, and this is where we bring Goldilocks in, okay? So I want you to channel your inner Goldilocks. Remember, Goldilocks walks into the house of the three bears and she sees the three bowls of porridge sitting out there on the table. And so she has a spoonful of porridge from one of the bowls and she's like, oh, this is too hot. And then she goes to the next bowl and she takes a taste out of that and she's like, well, this is too cold. And then the next one, she takes a bite of the porridge and she's like, oh, that is just right. And the same thing happens as she goes through and she sleeps on the bed and whatever else it does. Remind me in the comments here, what else does Goldilocks do? Anyways, one bed is too big, one's too small, one's just right. Okay, so channel your inner Goldilocks as we walk through these three zones of confidence building. And that way, hopefully it cements this process into your brain the next time that you're going to step out in bravery to get more confident about something. Okay, so the first zone is the safe zone. All right, this is the place where you do everything pretty well already. You've had a lot of experience, maybe you've developed the skills, it's become easy and comfortable, but where is the growth in that? And then on the other side, you've got the impossible zone. This is where it's too hot. It's too far, it's too fast, and if you leap there first, your nervous system panics and then it pulls you back. And this is what holds you back. But the sweet spot, that is the stretch zone. And that's where it's slightly uncomfortable, but you know, it's doable because it's not that far. And this is where sustainable confidence is born. It is like the Goldilocks principle. It's not too easy, it's not too hard, and it's just right. Okay, the key here is to stop circling the safe zone and to stop aiming straight for the impossible zone. Because you look around you and all the people that you admire are already in that impossible zone because they're in a different space than you. And they tell you this is what you got to do to achieve XYZ results that you want. Confidence is born by consistently choosing the stretch zone. And that is the area where I want you to focus on. So I'm going to give you some examples of what this progressive process might look like. Let's say public speaking, getting out there and using your voice might be one of your goals. Okay, how would that look like in these three zones? Well, the safe zone is maybe where you can talk with a trusted friend about anything. You trust that person, they're familiar, they won't judge you, and it's pretty easy. The impossible zone is going from there to signing up for a keynote address where you've got 500 people who you don't know that you're going to talk about and present something to. But that stretch zone would be maybe getting up in a small meeting, telling someone about your offer, sharing your message, speaking about something that is on your heart. It's scary, but it's possible. Now, if you're going to leap immediately to that impossible zone, which is where maybe a lot of you want to go because you want big impact. You're tired of hiding and sitting on the sidelines, and now it's like, I'm going to do a quantum leap. And if you try that, it's likely that you're going to crash. It's not that you can't do it. I'm not saying that you can't. But let's go back to the nervous system. It hasn't had experience with you in this department before, right? And what's going to happen is, because it hasn't collected any data about your ability to progressively step into big zones like this, it's going to really come up and bite you in the rear. And you may feel things like utter anxiousness, sleeplessness, sweaty palms, and all of that in the days leading up to your event. And then you might end up crashing when you're done because you're just so adrenaline pumped to just get through, and then boom, you crash. And this is where I see a lot of women actually get sick. They look like they're really rocking it, and then they finish what they're doing and then crash. They're out, and then you'll see them send a message, hey, I'm down for the count, and so I can't be available. Now, that's not a real sustainable zone, right? But build in the stretch zone, one meeting, one workshop, and then maybe the bigger presentation. And this is where you collect proof. Hey, I got this. I can handle this. And that's how you build up sustainable confidence. All right, next example would be getting more visible, putting yourself out there, putting your thoughts out there. And the safe zone for that might be that you journal. And this is where you've got your trusted journal. You can document anything that's on your mind. You can get really vulnerable. It's a safe place. The impossible space might be launching a live program to hundreds of strangers. Yeah? So the same thing would apply. You're really adrenaline pumped because you haven't really had experience in doing this before. Your nervous system doesn't register any past experience. Hello, this is new to me. What are you doing here? And so same effect as public speaking, putting your voice out there. But the stretch zone would maybe be that you're going to put something out on social, or you're going to do an email. And so it's a limited audience, but you're going beyond your journal and you're putting your thoughts out there, your message out there. So each time you take the stretch zone risk, you're posting, you're sharing, you're showing up, you desensitize yourself to rejection and criticism. And you learn that visibility doesn't kill you. It's not the end of the story. And that is what creates confidence that sticks. Now, the trap for good girls is that we stay stuck where? We stay stuck in the safety zone. We study and we polish and we prepare endlessly because we're good girls. We want the best product out there. We want to look professional, like we got our act together. And then we hope that someday we'll just be confident enough. But bold girls know better. They choose the stretch zone. They risk. They fail forward. They learn. And every choice strengthens their confidence muscle. So the bottom line is that confidence is not a feeling. You may feel confident when you muster up that inner boldness that lasts for a moment because you're using mantras. You got pumped up because you watched a motivational video. Maybe you put on your favorite Spotify. I've done this. I still do it. I still do it because in that case, I'm looking to raise my energy, and raising my energy allows me to put myself out there. But I can oftentimes just crash after that because I just put it out there a little bit too much, trying to push my way through an opportunity. And I'm not going to deny the fact that there may be opportunities that come along that you find that if I miss this window, that I'm going to miss a chance to put myself out there and get my message out. That is cool. But as a long-term plan, jumping from the safety zone to the impossible zone is not sustainable, and it may have a negative impact on your confidence. Confidence is a choice. It's not a one-off burst, but it's a daily decision to step into the stretch zone. And that is how you build confidence that lasts. Now, if you want practical ways to activate sustainable confidence, I want you to grab my Confidence Activation Toolkit. It's full of tools that will help you to calm fear, to stretch your edges, and build real confidence step by step. That's exactly why I curated this product, this bundle that has a combination of digestible video trainings from my masterclass on deprogramming the good girl, somatic exercises to help to calm that nervous system so that you can stand in the gap from holding back to putting yourself out there, and bonus tools all designed to work together to help you to just take the leap and put yourself out and train your nervous system to be okay in progressively more challenging environments where you can bring out the boldest version of you. Stay tuned for more videos and more commentary on this. I have very strong opinions about all the confidence garbage that is out there. This may be one of the first videos I've done that talks directly to confidence, but if you have any questions about confidence, if you want to bust any myths, if you've got practices that are really working for you, share them in the comments below. And until then, my advice to you is to just be bold, stretch, and know that you can be more confident in any area of life that you want. See you in the next video.